Hey Victoria, it's Anthony. Here's a quick video, just kind of give you some tips on what you can do in regards to another form of marketing. So this category falls under SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's pretty much organic marketing for people that are searching on Google. I'll get into some more details to show you the stats and everything, but this is another form, an avenue you can take to kind of get your business out there that isn't your traditional marketing or social media ads. But here, we'll hop in here real quick. So you mentioned Winchester, Virginia was one of your target areas. This is kind of what I mean by organic searches and how this will work for you. So this is considered a keyword, and to be more specific, this is a buyer intent keyword because it's targeting a specific service and a specific area. So if you were to take out in Winchester, Virginia, then it would just be photographers. And the system that I have in these plugins that I use let me know how many times this is searched per month. So as you can see, photographers in Winchester, Virginia is searched 150 times per month. We consider this a buyer intent keyword because if this is typed into Google, more than likely you are in the Winchester area, or your wedding is going to be in the Winchester area, and you're looking for a photographer in that area. So your client conversion rates are much higher with this, opposed to, you wouldn't want to target or go after a keyword that was just photographers, because photographers is searched almost 9,000 times per month, and these searches could be coming from California, Florida, Maine, just irrelevant to your business, and it's much harder to get traffic and rank for that. The next thing we'll point out here is what's called keyword difficulty. This lets us know how difficult it is to rank on Google for this specific keyword. This is a 5. This difficulty ranges from 0 to 100, so this is a low keyword difficulty, means you could start driving some of this traffic fairly quickly in regards to if you took some specific actions, which I'll give you some tips here in this video. But when you type this in, the first thing that pops up obviously is an ad here. Sometimes there's some at the top depending on how many people are targeting that word. Less than 10% of people actually click on paid ads, so your Google ads are kind of irrelevant. Your Facebook and social media ads get much more traction, so I would definitely stick to that area if you were going to market in any way, shape, or form in regards to paid ads. But organic results would be these 3 businesses that pop up here in the map pack area, and these businesses that pop up here below them. You want to be in these positions when people search for these services because per statistics, 44 to 61% of people click on one of these businesses that pop up here, and 91% of people stay on the first page, so you definitely want to be on the first page, but 75% of those people click on these top 3 results here. So as you can see, looks like Julie Napier Photography is the number 1 person in this area. They'll be getting all the traffic organically. And organic traffic is different from paid traffic, which I'll explain here in a minute. So for this specific keyword, that's kind of a quick rundown of that. And what I did here is I took your website and I plugged your URL into a tool I use called Ahrefs. It breaks it down and gives me statistical values of it to determine how you're doing organically. So as you can see, this is your page strength, or your domain strength and your page strength. Both are low. Both of these go up to 100. This is the number of backlinks coming back to your website. A backlink is a hyperlink, which would be something like this, on someone else's website pointing back to your website. Google likes to see backlinks because it gives your page more authority. The way they look at it, if another web page is referring your web page, then it's like a popularity contest. They move you up in the rankings because they think you're more legitimate. You just want to make sure that you're getting these hyperlinks from good websites and not spammy websites. Talk about that more here in a minute. Google crawls your website, all websites, every so often, and they pull keywords from your websites. Like we were just talking about here, this would be a specific keyword. And this is organic traffic. This isn't 100% accurate, but this is the amount of people that are clicking on your web page per month organically. Like I said, this isn't coming from your Facebook. This isn't coming from ads. This is people that would go into Google and click on you, and you're not getting any traffic from that, which you would want to increase on the SEO side for organic results. But if we go into your organic keywords here, we can see that You're popping up for your name, which most people do, but you're not in a position that's bringing you in traffic. Like I mentioned, you want to be on the first page minimum, and the first 3 positions is what generates the most traffic. So I'm going to pull up the competitor here. This is Julie Napier, the individual that's getting all the business. And as you can see, the reason she is because she has more referring domains and backlinks. Those are the hyperlinks I told you about. So her domain strength is 25 and her page strength is 18. She's generating 82 organic keywords from her site. So Google's crawling her website and seeing those keywords. So one thing you want to do is add those in content to your website, and I'll explain that here a little more later. And she's generating 71 people to her website every month, which if only 10% of those people become clients, she's getting 7 new clients every single month from her website because she's searching up and popping up in those results. If we go into organic keywords here, you can see we'll filter to the position she's at. So, give me 1 second here. Pull it in from here. So this pulls up the keywords she is ranking for and the position and the traffic she's getting, and as you can see, she's on the first page for here up. So Winchester wedding photography, Winchester, Virginia photography. There's a bunch of different keywords that direct correlate with Winchester and photography, and these are all different keywords with different search volumes. As you can see, photographers in Winchester, Virginia searched 150 times per month, but photographers Winchester, Virginia without the N is only searched 30 times per month. The more keywords that you populate for and rank for increases the number of volume, which increases the potential clicks, which increases your traffic, obviously. But she's in the top 10 position for a good bit of keywords here, so that's why she's bringing in 71 people a month to her website. And she does that by the backlinks I was just discussing. And I'll give you an example of that real quick just so you know what I mean. So I can go in here and see her referring domains. And we'll just use this one as an example. Heather Hennessy. Click on this. She's getting a link from this page back to her page. So this may be someone she knows, a friend, someone she reached out to. Looks like it's a blog. Alright, there it is. So right here's her website. So when this is clicked on, it goes back to her website. Those are the things you need to go after. That's what Google looks for. So this may be a friend, this may be someone she just contacted, but what you can do is you can locally find friends you know that have blogs, friends you know that have businesses and websites, and ask them to provide a link on their page back to your website. You can use anchor text for specific keywords. That helps a lot. And what I mean is, let's go back here real quick. The specific keyword, maybe your friend puts photographers in Winchester, Virginia as a hyperlink on their website that correlates back to your website. That would be another hyperlink. So they're looking for just pages pointing back to your website, to put it as simply as possible. But I also wanted to give you an example of the number 1 position. Obviously, it's the not, but they don't have a lot of backlinks or anything, but their original page rate or domain rating is so strong that that's why they're pulling up in the 1 position. But Google actually gets preference over local businesses, so it wouldn't be too difficult to outrank them. But as you can see, between all of these up, that's about 300 searches a month for specifically photographers in Winchester, Virginia in some way, shape, or form. And they have the number 1 position for all of them. So that is why they're bringing in 89 people a month, which, you know, if they were an actual photographer, 10% of that converted would be close to 9 new clients a month. But that's a quick breakdown on the relevancy of being on the top results in Google, how the traffic can be brought to your website, and the potential conversions of clients. And the first tip on how you can get links back to your site to help increase your authority and rank your page better. The next 2 tips will be much easier and quicker. They're pretty straightforward. I know you said you didn't have a physical location. What I do is I use other people's physical locations if I know someone in the area. You can hide your address online if you want. Like here, Purple Thorn Photography, it has their phone number but no address. So you can still get a Google My Business, which is what this would be, and get ranked on here. You To get more traffic, I would suggest it, because if you pop up in these top 3, then obviously you're going to get more clicks. But if it's something you don't want to do, because I know you mentioned you didn't want to have your address public, then this might be an option you don't want to do. But if you do, the way you get up here is to increase your citations. A citation is your business name, phone number, and address listed in directories. Some directories require an address, so this may be a route you don't want to take. But that would be going to something like yellowpages.com and listing your business on there. That would be Facebook. That would be, a bunch of different online directories, local directories that are online that you can list your website on. That is what increases your chances of being up here. Google gives preference to businesses that have more citations than the ones in the area. So going after those directories, you can find some that don't require an address, so you can try that, but most of them require it, but that's an option to get into this area. And the last tip that I'm going to give you is just content. So as we spoke about earlier, you're only getting found organically for 2 keywords. That's because you don't have content on your page pointing Google to let you know what you're doing. So the areas you're targeting, you said West Virginia and Winchester, you need to start incorporating the keywords that are popping up, like these keywords right here. You would want them somewhere on your website, mentioned on your website. So when Google crawls your website, they come across those keywords, and then they know that you are providing those services, and they put you, they add that organic word to your domain pretty much. And then when you increase your backlinks and your authority, then you'll start ranking higher for those specific keywords. So, providing more words and content that include those keywords, making sure your pictures are saved a certain way. So, if I pull up this picture, save as, it says home_sweet lemon, you'd want to change that to photographers in Winchester, Virginia, or photographer in West Virginia, or a keyword that is relevant. And you want to do that with every single one of your pictures, because when Google crawls your page, they can't see pictures, they only see text. But those are pretty much the 3 tips I have for you. I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. But other than that, appreciate your time.